Today I'll be showing you guys how to make some delicious red tamales that will be perfect for this holiday season. To a large pot, we're going to place in 7 pounds of tamale meat or chuck roast cut into chunks, along with half of an onion, 1 head of garlic, 2 bay leaves, and salt. Cover everything with water and bring to a boil. We'll also be using 3 pounds of pork for this recipe just for some added flavor, but you can of course skip this step and use one or the other. Along with our pork, we'll also be adding in 1/4 of a piece of onion, 1 head of garlic, 2 bay leaves, salt, and water. Then we're going to bring that to a boil as well. Make sure to skim off the impurities from our meat, then just allow our meats to boil for 1.5 hours or until tender. After 1.5 hours, our meats should be done, so let's just remove them from our pots, shred them, and set them aside. After shredding our meat, we're going to reserve the onion and garlic from our beef, along with 5 cups of the broth. Now we can start working on our sauce. For the amount of meat we have, we'll be using 40 New Mexico chilies, along with 4 chile ancho. Just be sure to deseed them and rinse them well before boiling them for 10 minutes. To a blender, add in our boiled chilies, along with our reserved onion and garlic, 3 cups of the water from our chilies, chicken bouillon, cumin, and oregano. Blend well until smooth. To a large heated pot with oil, we're going to add in our shredded meat, then allow it to heat through for 4 minutes. Next, we're going to strain in our sauce, making sure to reserve a cup of the sauce for our masa. Coat our meat well with our sauce, check for salt, and allow it to simmer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we can begin making our masa. If you have a stand mixture, I would recommend using that since it will cut the mixing time in half. If not, you can just use a hand mixer, a spatula, or your hands. So to a large bowl, we're going to add in 1.5 cups of lard and just mix that in for 3 minutes or until whipped. Once whipped, sprinkle in 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder and mix that in with our lard. Once combined, we're going to alternate slowly between 1 cup of maseca and 1 cup of our reserved broth, mixing well in between. In total, we'll be using 6 cups of maseca and the whole 5 cups of broth. For our final steps, we're just going to strain in our cup of sauce we set aside earlier and be prepared because we're going to be mixing this for 30 minutes or 15 if you're using a stand mixture. Finally, after making our masa, we can begin assembling our tamales. For our corn husks, just be sure to soak them overnight in water or for at least 4 hours. Make sure to spread on our masa on the soft side of our husk, then we can begin filling. Now you can leave your tamal as is, but for my family, we like to add green olives and a slice of pickled jalapeno. Then after doing that, we can fold, 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 and repeat the process. Before placing your tamales in your pot, be sure to fill with about 1 inch of water, lay down a few husks until it's above the water, then place in our tamales. After filling our pot, be sure to cover with more husk, throw on a kitchen towel if you have one, cover with a lid, and allow to steam for 2 hours. Just be sure to add more water as needed. After 2 hours, we're going to allow our tamales to sit for a few minutes. Now our tamales are done and ready to enjoy.